been all morning listening to music, writing down my thoughts, more than just morning pages. There were lots of stuff going on in my mind. And I also think it's because I'm so inspired in this place. It's crazy. I'm so grateful of my life right now. I feel I'm a person that is always grateful for life, actually. But I can't believe I met people in my life that live in spaces like this. I think this space is so special because it feels like it's a space created by her. Like she didn't just buy this space and just live here. No, everything is curated, everything makes sense. I feel I'm in Sonny's mind right now. Like, it's crazy. Everything that I've seen this morning tells me something about her. I have a lot of creative friends, but you don't get always to stay in their places. I'll be 10 days here, so I will get to know her a lot, even if she's not here. I think I only felt that in my life that I remember with my uncle. He has also this creative space because he's an artist too. It's what I have the business with. I just want to grab my notebook and start writing and curating my stuff here. I'm gonna cook my breakfast, brunch, lunch. Yeah. I'm still discovering where is everything. I'm probably gonna use things differently as her. And I say this because I'm sure she has these object routines, like this glass is for this plate is for that. Like everything has their own space. What? And also, I'm in another country, like everything is different. We don't have paper towels like this in Europe. And actually, there was already paper towels there. Wow. And I really need to learn about that. Or not actually learn, but apply it to my life. I'm very good at collecting things that have my own personality and that resonate with me, I think, or I want to think that. I feel when we go outside our homes, we see so much stuff. We have so many inputs. You need to have a space that reminds yourself, you like this, you like that, you're like this because of that. You have this because you've lived this and that. You know, I think that's one of the most important things as a creative person, artist, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call me, or whatever I want to call myself. I still don't know what I'm going to do today. I need to go to the supermarket. That would be a nice thing to do the first day. I also have some friends on town just this weekend, and then I have other friends coming next weekend, even if I haven't been in New York like ever. I was only when I was a kid with my mom, and then 3 days for a job that I had 2 years ago, so I don't know a lot of the city. It's so strange, but I actually know a lot of people here. So I have plans, I have people too, but I love that I have my little sanctuary. Thank you for sharing it with me. Lights flowing. Found it. Found my pepper. Friends of mine, if you're watching this could actually be a series. I could stay in your places and discover them with my own beautiful half Chinese eyes. I love jet lag. I'm watching the sunrise. And they're watching my tits because I'm naked. Look at me in Brooklyn. Can you just see the size of this boat? Oh, dude. The one in Europe is like this. What the fuck? No fucking way. They have my favorite Japanese candy. It's 5 something p.m. and it's a weird time because cafes close and restaurants don't open, so I didn't know what to do, and I went grocery shopping and came back home. Also, I'm not in Manhattan, I'm staying in Brooklyn. That is where the majority of people our age and lifestyle live. It's only 20 minutes away from Manhattan, just crossing a bridge with a bike or a car or running. But there's nothing to do at all here, like going to cafes, all stores. So I bought things to cook for one of these days because also New York is very expensive. I'm not gonna tell you how much my grocery shopping cost. It's about snacks, things to have for breakfast. But I think because today I've been all day working, I'm gonna go to have dinner alone. And also my friend, the owner of this beautiful house, sent me some recommendations around here. So I think I'm just gonna grab my book and have dinner somewhere. Even if I'm in New York, and of course I want to explore, go to museums, go to galleries, blah blah blah, I'm not on vacation. I have work to do, and today it was Monday, so a lot of work from my 2 businesses. So I think I prefer to be now 2 hours more working at home. So then tomorrow I can wake up early and go visit something and feel I'm in New York. But I'm loving these kind of days too. I love having my routine everywhere I am. Because if I had to not work everywhere I am, I would never, because I'm all the time in different places. But I like it. You get to feel the experience of someone living here. This house is so cozy. I just need to try this thing that I bought. Even if it looks like the most unhealthy thing in the world. Safe to eat raw, and that's what we're going to do. I love cookie dough. My favorite ice cream ever is Ben & Jerry's cookie dough. I always eat the balls. Shut up. I'm nervous. Should I trust the American saying safe to eat raw? It's delicious. If I had this in Paris, I would get addicted. The only way to save us. No.
Fuck you till you love me. Oh, fuck you till you love me. Oh, fuck you till you love me. Till you love me. Till you love me.
Up an Indiana highway, I was on my way to Kokomo.
I've been all day at home. Not only because it's raining, but also because I felt so weird since I woke up. I'm a bit witched. Or maybe I'm just super sensitive. But when there's this kind of days, sometimes I feel a bit more overwhelmed or sad. But I try to take it like as if I'm just connected with Mother Nature. It's so hard for me to start the day early. Usually I'm more productive during the afternoon or at night. I wish I could change that, but sometimes we just have to accept that we are like this. And it's fine because I'm still productive, even if I do it after, I guess. I've been organizing my projects and my writings a bit. It's a lot of work that I need to do because I have like 10 notebooks full of good writings, I hope. And you know, now I'm writing for Substack. I created a newsletter there. I've always written in all my life. It's something that I've always done, but I haven't always shared because it's a hobby for me. I don't know if I'm ready to professionalize it or just share it to everyone because I do a very intimate writing. But now I've decided I want to keep sharing it with you, so I'm doing the newsletter on Substack because I usually shared writings with you on my Instagram channel, that I continue to do that, but less professional. I just want to challenge a bit myself to start sharing what I really care about, because I feel, because I started sharing my life and my art and how I am since I'm 14, 15 years old. I just keep sharing. I didn't thought of sharing my writings because something inside me was telling me like, no one will care about your writings, or oh yeah, I just needed space in between to start creating for myself and after share it, not creating for sharing it. And now I feel I've been writing for ages. I have thousands of these and I want to organize it a bit, start publishing. So that's what I'm doing. I have like 3 moments: short term, mid term, long term. Of course, long term is writing a book. Short term is doing the Substack newsletter and other projects that I'm also working on. I'm really excited. Also related with my writing or my art apart from social media. And then midterm is a magazine or contributing for a magazine. I will be fine with both. So I'm working on that. Sometimes in life it's not all sharing and sharing and sharing and having results. Sometimes you need grounding. That's what I'm doing. And this notebook is nearly over. I have 2 pages left that I think are gonna be the end of New York and this season. And you know, I feel these notebooks are magic because they always end when they need to end. And starting a new notebook is like reset. Like I'm a new person. I can write whatever. I'm reinventing myself. I'm progressing creatively. And I've been with this notebook for so long. Oh no. I started this in June. That notebook has lived a different life, completely different life than my next one. And I'm going to show you what I found yesterday. I went to different shops. First things from Nikoneko Zagaya, inspirational Japanese stationery. I love this store and I bought 2 things. I would have bought more, but I controlled myself because now I'm thinking a lot about a notebook that I saw and I didn't buy because I had to choose. 2 notebooks, same size. This is my favorite brand of notebooks. You always ask me which brand do I use. It's the same, it's just a bigger size. Midori MD paper, it's a Japanese. These are like my daily notes and I'm gonna continue using this size. But I feel for organizing my writings, not so much writing. I'm gonna use this bigger one because it's more clear. But yeah, I feel if I need to be a bit more graphic, just sketch a bit everything, this size is better. And then I bought something that I've been searching for months. 365 days notebook. Want to have different notebooks for writing and for this because I want my mind to separate it. And this is not blank, it has a grid but not very noticeable and the paper is thinner. And this will be to write my morning pages, to write in here the first morning thoughts before grabbing the phone, waking up, first ideas, very from the subconscious, maybe what I've dreamt, I don't know. And I feel the color is just beautiful. For my new nightstand table. And I also wanted to show you what I got in Climax, the best bookstore ever. 2 books, Katie Acker or Kathy Acker, I don't know. Blood and Guts in High School. She's a very famous author, has a lot of books, and this one is the easiest to read, but also her most famous and the one people still prefer, I think. And she's very savage writing, very intimate, very feminist, I think. Blood and Guts in High School saved my life. This novel was the central, most articulate and precise piece of literature I read during the decade in which I most wanted to kill myself. The girl in this history had more agency and voice than any girl I'd ever read or would read in my entire life. A masterpiece of surrealist fiction. Post-punk feminism. I love it. I think it's exactly what I need to read, to not go crazy, or to let myself be a bit crazier. This book was recommended to me by the girl working in Climax. It's like a philosophical, political, sexual insight. The girl in Merida, in the Mexican city of Merida, that travels to New York City and live like thousands of things. The girl working there, she told me that she also writes, and she said to me that this book changed something in her mind about the possibilities a writer has to be wild, to change perspective, to just do whatever you want to do because it's your own writing. And there's a lot of sketches. And then a Jürgen Teller book. And half of the book are boobs. I didn't buy it for that. But I like these pictures of Jürgen Teller. These have a bit of punkiness. So it's quite inspiring. I know my best friend Jeanne is gonna love this book. And this was the only book that I finished with fully attention, and the only one that made me laugh, because he's a genius and his pictures are just amazing. Jorg. They say I look like her. They're coming to Paris. It's so important that Rosalia pulls out this album. I've been thinking about it since this morning. It's crazy how she did a song and her first release is a song that you can't dance, you know? You can't just pull out a trend dancing that song. It's impossible. In an era that a lot of artists and a lot of labels are pressuring artists or artists themselves to do music that can go viral, you know, like have a bridge to sing and be on people's mind. And you know why it's so important to realize these things? Because I work also in the art industry, even if it's like fashion or content creation or whatever. This tells you something. People are exhausted from creating from a point of view of the consumer, not of the creation. Like, can we just go back, just create whatever we want, not thinking who's gonna consume, what is going to work? 3 eggs, it's too much for morning breakfast. So I think we should all learn from it. So yeah, good morning. Those are my morning thoughts. It got me thinking, going to the MoMA all day. I spent all day there. I went out when it was dark. Then I tried to search for places, you know, and I ended up in a jazz club before dinner, and I had a beautiful experience. I thought about all these things in the jazz club. I was processing all the art there. Also, it gave me so much power to just be alone all day. And once you do it, once you cross the line, you can do it again, you know? Because, of course, in the morning I was like, I don't know, going to have dinner alone, blah, 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 all week alone. I'm just here with my thoughts, too much. But then actually, I want to do it again. And it gives me power to do it in Paris, where I actually live. And fuck everything else. Like, I want to go there. Why should I wait for someone? Sometimes we have more lonely times. Lonely, no. Alone times in our lives. And sometimes we're super in love and we do everything with our partner. And sometimes we have a gigantic group of friends and we can do everything with them. But sometimes, no. Well, whatever. Also, I think that this... Oh, I was Justin Bieber for a second. I beat all the video like this. I don't have my contacts on, guys. No way. No way. No way. I'm embarrassing myself on the internet. Oh no, I want the bread. So what I've also been thinking about these days alone is that I used to do so many things alone. I went 1.5 months to Asia alone, literally, and I met so many cool people, like, and friends that I still have doing things alone. I used to have lunch alone in my hometown, in restaurants. Like, I didn't care. And somehow I lost it. Like, it's not a quality, it's a practice, I feel, that you can lose. You have to keep putting yourself out there and boom and boom and boom and boom, like life. You don't go through one process and then, done, I've made it. No, it's an ongoing battle. Yeah, no? I know you love me, I know you care. It's now or never, and I'll be there. You also go a bit crazier, huh? When you're alone. But funnier. We share with Sonny the same addiction to chairs. Wow. That's when I knew that I loved design. The first thing was being obsessed with chairs. I love this one. Really, I'm a mid-century girl. This has always been one of my favorite chairs ever. Lesbian ethics. Vogue covers. That's why we fight for inclusivity, because okay, first the book covers were drawings, but look at after. This is like the more recent. Blonde, blue eyes. 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 Wow, putting all the covers one next to each other is crazy. Maybe that's why Vogue was having a bit of a decline these past years. Maybe they should check a bit on that. Even if now they're bringing back that model of woman, it's crazy. I feel it's like a non-stop fight for the rest of the world, because they always want to push this blonde, blue eyes, privileged woman. When I was a kid, I wanted to be blonde and have blue eyes. I grew up in Spain, so there was not a lot of Asians, and I did not understand where I came from. I didn't understand that I was half Chinese or half Malaysian. I was so confused. Still, I dreamt about having this blonde hair and blue eyes, and now I understand why. Like, look at these magazines. Like, I've always wanted to be in the fashion world and work in fashion or art, and this is all the representation that we have. Of course, we have more representation now, but still, it's the biggest representation. Blonde, blue eyes, thin, tall. And now that I think about it, it's crazy, because even with all the trans movement and trans rights that we're fighting now, the most known trans in the industry are Hunter Schafer and Alex Consani. Blonde, blue eyes. Isn't that crazy? And I love them. Like, I don't want to punish no one for their privileges, but if you think about it, we're still living in the same thing than 1950s.